In today's RV Quick Tip, I'll be going over roadside emergencies and the basic gear you should have to help keep you safe. The laws of statistics are against us on this one because the more we travel, the more likely we'll encounter some type of roadside emergency. So it's not if it's going to happen, but when. Keep watching so you'll be prepared for when it does. So before we get started, this video will not go over any vehicle repairs. Only the gear you should have to keep you and your RV safe if you should have a roadside emergency. Now let's get back to the video. There are several things that can cause roadside emergencies. Some of the common ones are a flat tire or blowout, a mechanical failure, or damage from debris striking your RV or tow vehicle. If you should have an emergency, you should remain calm, turn on your hazard signals, decrease your speed, safely get over into the far right-hand lane if you're not already there. If possible, continue and exit at the next off-ramp. But if you can't make it to the next off-ramp, then pull over as far as possible onto the shoulder of the road. Be careful because shoulders can have debris or soft ground. Also, if it's not safe to exit your vehicle, then stay inside until help arrives. Now that you've gotten your RV safely off the road, let's go over the gear that'll help keep you safe while dealing with this emergency. At some point during your roadside emergency, you may have to call for assistance. This is why you should always have a fully charged cell phone with the number of your roadside assistance programmed in your phone's contact list. If you don't have roadside assistance, you'll have to use your phone to search for the nearest towing service to assist you once you've determined your emergency. If you have spotty internet coverage, you can always dial 411 for directory assistance. Use your phone's map or in-car GPS to help determine where you are, because anyone coming to help you will need to know your location. And if this isn't an option, then use the road you're traveling on, the last mile marker, sign, or off-ramp that you remember passing as an approximate location. And just a word of advice, if you don't have roadside assistance, I recommend you getting it. Okay, if you plan on exiting your vehicle or RV to investigate the cause of the emergency, you need to make yourself visible to traffic. Another really important piece of safety gear is a high visibility safety vest, like the one I have on. This will allow you to be seen both day and night, but especially at night. We keep our vests in the passenger and driver's side front door pockets for easy access. The vest should be large enough to fit over your outer clothing, and it should be put on prior to exiting the vehicle. And by the way, if you're finding this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It'll help get this video out to others, and it's a great way to support what we're doing here. So, when emergencies happen at night or in dim light, headlamps and flashlights can help you see where you're going and what you're doing. I prefer a headlamp because I can keep my hands free. But to see under and into compartments or hoods, flashlights work better. Also, flashlights can be used to flag down help. Just remember to point it down and move it back and forth. Never point a light directly at oncoming traffic because this can blind oncoming motorists. Also make sure that your lights are fully charged and you have backup batteries readily available if needed prior to hitting the road. A vehicle stopped on the side of the road tends to draw a lot of attention of motorists. Drivers have a tendency to turn their steering wheel into the direction that they're looking, which can cause them to collide into your vehicle or RV or even you. Safety triangles make motorists aware that there's a disabled vehicle ahead and provides a visual aid to help them steer clear. You should only set up safety triangles when it's safe to do so and with the reflector side facing oncoming traffic. So let's go over the proper placement of roadside safety triangles. Once you're safely off the roadway and on the shoulder, place the first triangle close to the road, 10 feet or 4 paces behind the RV or towed vehicle. Then place the second one 100 feet or 40 paces behind the RV or towed vehicle and position so it's in the middle of the RV or towed vehicle. And then place the last safety triangle 200 feet or 40 additional paces from the second triangle behind the RV or towed vehicle and position so it's furthest from the road or lane of traffic. Where there's smoke, there's a good chance there's fire. And having a fire extinguisher can help reduce the damage to your RV and tow or towed vehicle. Before hitting the road, make sure your extinguisher is fully charged and easily accessible. Familiarize yourself with how your specific fire extinguisher works, and when discharging it, point the nozzle as close to the base of the fire as possible. You should also have someone call 911 immediately if you can't do so yourself. And here again, knowing where you are is critical. Having a fire extinguisher can help you and other motorists in need put out or contain vehicle fires. And once you have used your extinguisher, have it serviced by a certified technician or replace it with a new one. Keeping yourself and your RV safe during roadside emergencies all comes down to how well prepared you are. So, while cell phones, flashlights, reflective vests, roadside safety triangles, and fire extinguishers are not the only safety gear that you can take on your travels, they are the basic gear all RVers should have. And the links for the items shown in this video are included below in the description. Okay, so before we wrap things up, I just wanted to say, as RVers traveling great distances, many times in unfamiliar territory, sometimes on roads in disrepair, across all sorts of terrain and in horrible weather conditions, on congested highways and also on isolated roads, the chances of us having a roadside emergency are actually pretty high. And while this video and the gear discussed in it may seem very basic or like common knowledge, you'd be surprised at how many RVers don't even have a flashlight. And it's not because of a lack of common sense, it's because of complacency. We're all guilty of it. Lots of us have been lucky so far and maybe haven't even had to deal with a flat tire yet, but it's coming. So do yourself and your loved ones a favor and get prepared for it now. You'll be glad you did. If you have any questions on what I covered here today, or you have other roadside safety suggestions, leave them in the comments below so everybody can benefit from them. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, hit that notification button so you don't miss our next video, and subscribe to our channel. It's a great way to support what we're doing here. And until next time, I'll catch you down the road. Take care now.